Hi guys, this is Terminal Cars. On today's video, I'm going to give you my review of episode 4 of Wonder Man Season 1. Oldie Hollywood and the doorbell rule. So here we go, guys. I love this episode because it involves, obviously, Simon, aka Wonder Man, but not exactly physically him. We don't see him in this episode physically until the very end, and I'll get to that in a little bit. So, episode 4 is about Wonder Man himself, Simon, but not necessarily entirely about Simon, at least throughout the whole episode until the very end. So, here's the gist of it. We start off the episode in black and white. Basically, oldie Hollywood, like the movie Casablanca. Yes, that, the most romantic movie of all time. Perhaps one of the most romantic movies of all time. That type of aesthetic. But and it's not about Casablanca, but it's in the style of Casablanca, black and white, where we meet Damar. Now Damar works at a club as a bouncer, which is a fancy club word for security guard. But here's the catch. Damar finds something in him, discovers that he has special powers. Basically, his powers his body, his body is basically a portal to somewhere else. Or if he's stuck in an elevator, he can open a portal to get out. A simple hole to get out of the elevator, just like that. And this portal power gives him the idea of making it into Hollywood, meaning Hollywood. And first thing that he does before discovering that he has this portal power is saving his patrons, meaning the customers of the bar that he's the bouncer of, from burning from a fire by basically lifting up his shirt and just basically making a physical hole in his stomach that basically saves all the customers of the club that he's the bouncer of, including Josh Gad. Yes, Josh Gad. Meaning my fellow Frozenites, which I consider myself a Frozenite as well, but not as crazy as my fellow Frozenites, but still my super crazy Frozenites. But I consider myself a Frozenite. But anyway, after saving Josh basically tells Damar, you can use this ultimate power of yours to become a star. And with a little push of Josh Gad and his Hollywood connections, Damar makes it into Hollywood. But one day, when they're making when Damar is making with Josh Gad a sequel to the heist movie that they made before. Damar in the final scenes of the sequel, or the sequence of the sequel, is basically he's one of the highest basically one of the members of this heist, and basically his power, basically he opens up the whole his stomach. He lifts up a shirt and Josh and his other accomplices of this heist get into his portal hole. But there's one problem. He's for the first time since he discovered that he had these powers, Damar is about to blow up. He's getting full. Basically, his portal hole is getting full, and he's almost about to throw up. When he eventually does, he basically throws up, and this is graphic, but also funny. But mostly graphically funny. He throws up Josh Gad, and Hollywood, meaning the tabloids, go crazy. And a year in present time, meaning current time, meaning Wonder Man time, not documentary about Damar time, black and white time, Casablanca, black and white Casablanca. That's why the anti MCU, the anti Shield dopes that hired Trevor to keep an eye on, to stick to Simon Williams, like Lou, aka Wonder Man, made an official rule that the government accepted, said yes to, and it's called the doorman rule, which basically is this, guys: that anyone with dreams of acting, can't have superpowers, or can't conceal their superpowers without the government knowing, and they have to show that their powers are not dangerous. Therefore, Hollywood, current Hollywood, which is present time, current MCU Hollywood can't accept or can't hire actors or actresses with superpowers, which in this case includes Simon and Simon, even though we know he has superpowers, has been concealing the truth that he has bionic superpowers. So with that being said, guys, thank you for watching. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to hit that like button, and if you want to expand your time here, don't forget to tap that subscribe button. And if you want to keep up to date with my videos, don't forget to tap that notification bell. So with a face of Simon's face in shock, of bad shock, until we wonder again. Bye.